just to start out on the game, obviously good to finish strong the way we did. Thought the guys played hard. We talked coming in. It was a great training camp that we had up at Grant Park. Felt like we really worked hard, came together as a team, accomplished a lot of what we wanted to do offensively, defensively, and special teams. Really wanted to finish with good execution tonight and good play. And we just talked about it as a team last night and really all week. This is the last time that this group will be together because we know the tough decisions have to come. So we just appreciate everybody's hard work. There's a lot of good football players in there, and we were thankful for the work they put in, and thankful that that we played winning football. That's always good. I know it's only preseason, but still glad that we were able to finish it off the right way.
Frank, Sam exited the game with a knee or with a limp. Is there any update on that?
No update yet. No update yet. It didn't look good. Kind of got a pretty up close look at it, but obviously need to wait for the doctor's final say on it. But yeah, so it was just unfortunate. It was unfortunate because he and Jacob, I think, both have looked good in preseason, but we'll see what the docs say upon further evaluation.
Do you have a sense of who the backup is? And I understand that the knee injury complicates that or clouds that a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think, like I said, both guys did a good job. Jacob did a good job tonight in the snaps that he was in. We'll make that decision here soon. But I'm really happy with how our quarterbacks handled themselves. In a unique situation with Carson coming here and then him getting hurt, and then those two guys stepping up and doing what they did. Jacob did very well, and really proud of the work that he did. This preseason. Sam as well, and then Brett coming in. Did a nice job today in the second half.
Do you feel like you saw progress from Jacob tonight compared with what he started with back in August 1st? I mean, there was a lot thrown at him. And it wasn't always easy and it wasn't always smooth. From an evaluation standpoint, do you feel like that kid made a lot of progress in the last 1 week?
Yeah, there's no doubt. The other thing I like about Jacob is, he doesn't get rattled out there. Seems to be under control. And, there's always ways we can get better and things to get better at. He's a young player and he's made the progress that he should make and that he has made. So that's a credit to him.
Frank, did you guys want to get Quinn Perry some snaps tonight because he wasn't able to play in the first preseason game?
Yeah, and just, yes, it came down to that. I mean, just needing, get a little bit more play time, just for him to build confidence. So obviously he did that, and we got out of him what we were hoping to get out of him. Obviously, he looked good out there.
What about that, the meeting with the quarterback, him and Komodo? That was kind of how you brought it up, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, we really feel like up front, we're building depth, in this front. We've talked about it really the whole off season. We feel good about this defense, and it all starts up front with getting pressure on the passer. And I think that Coach Baker and Coach Reich have done a good job with those guys. I think the players have worked really hard, and I think those young players have worked really hard and been very productive in the preseason.
Speaking of depth, you've had some good fourth quarters in the preseason. I'd imagine that reflects well on the bottom half of the roster of those guys that are going to make tough decisions for everyone next year.
Yeah, I think it does. We got a lot of confidence in those guys, and we talk about, hey, being in this situation, these games are real, right? I mean, you got to see how guys respond when it's on the line. So I think our young players have showed themselves very well, very poised, and making the plays needed to win games.
This isn't pertinent to tonight, but is there an update on TJ Carey's knee? We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks.
I'm sorry, on
TJ Carey.
Oh, yeah. No update. I think he's making. Well, I'll say this. I mean, he's making good progress. I'm confident that it won't be too long, but
practice field maybe this week, or
I don't want to go out on a limb and say that, but he's been doing well.
Frank, with Eric and Quentin going on the reserve COVID-19 list, what level of concern do you have?
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Obviously, Eric, as you know, got contracted COVID, but he's asymptomatic, doing well. But he's at a spot really in his rehab where a lot of the work, the work is done. He's near the end stages, so he's still going to be able to do things that he needs to do to continue to make progress in his rehab. Quentin, I don't mind telling you, did not test positive. He was a close contact. So those two hang out at practice all the time together. So, but he did not test positive at this point. He was just a close contact.
So he could return much quicker.
Yeah, he could return. He can return quicker. I forget the rule. He has to test negative so many days, and then he'll be able to return.
Just here, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So just hearing that Fisher's in the final stages, you say, kind of the rehab, that's got to be really encouraging with the season coming around and knowing that, I mean, Achilles can sometimes go a little bit longer than what he's.
Yeah, I've been really encouraged with Eric's rehab and, watching him on the field a little bit that I have. I mean, this is unfortunate, that he got COVID. I'm glad he's doing well, but he was at a good spot. He was at a good spot and making a lot of progress. So, who knows? I don't want to go into all the COVID testing rules, how soon he'll be back, but you guys know what it is. So he'll just continue to do what he can do at home and what we can manage there, and hopefully that doesn't really slow him down very much as far as his return.
Frank,
A couple more.
I know you guys have done everything you can to preach vaccination to the players. Does this situation add some oomph in terms of if this was a regular season game, you could be out for the game, being in close contact?
Yeah, I don't like to play that card, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So yes, it does show that. It shows that a player can be a close contact, not have it, whatever. But that can happen in a lot of different ways. So, we'll continue to educate the players. I greatly respect the individual choice every player has. But we'll continue to educate and give whatever counsel we can. We recommend that everybody should be vaccinated, but we respect the individual choice.
As you shift to the regular season, Frank, you made the playoffs twice in 3 years, had 4 quarterbacks, we know all that. You haven't won a division. And I'm wondering if that bothers you, and if that's really something you're going to really emphasize with the players, like this is what it starts with, this is the goal this year.
Well, yes, there's no question that that's the thing that bothers me more than anything. And from the start, that's always where it starts, is winning the division. We've preached that here since day one. We have not gotten that done. So, we've had a couple good seasons where we've gotten close, but we need to finish that off. We have the players and the coaches, I think, that can do that. We're in a good division. We play in a good division, and it's been competitive. We've been there at the end a couple times, but we just not been quite over the hump. So that is definitely, in my mind, the primary goal, because you want to start by playing a home playoff game. That's a really big deal, and it's a really big deal to win your division. So I'm not sure we can emphasize it any more than we have, but there will be a lot of emphasis on it.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Frank.